What's up, everybody? Funnel Doc here. I'm so excited for today's video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the new GPT Builder that's released by OpenAI. It's going to allow you to walk through, create pretty much a bot for almost anything you can imagine. It's crazy, it's exciting, and I can't wait to show you what's going on. Also, if you stayed to the end of this video, I'm going to give you the special prompt, the master prompt that I've created to give to the Chat GPT that will allow you to create and actually help walk you through everything you need to create any GPT for you. This is a really powerful prompt, but you're only going to get it if you stay to the end, as well as at the end, I'm going to discuss the future of AI automation agencies. Are they gone? Were they destroyed overnight because of GPTs? As well as the future of GPTs. Is it becoming its own industry? I'll see you at the end of the video and let you know. So one of the tricks that I've actually learned is I use actually the Chat GPT on my phone to help me come up with a prompt that I need to create the GPT within Chat GPT. So here is the master prompt that I use, and let's go ahead and switch it over. Good morning, Chat.
Good morning. How's your day going so far?
Great. I'm looking to make a
Absolutely. I get what you're aiming for. You want to design a conversational AI like Chat GPT that specializes in helping users create custom AI models. It should ask questions to grasp what the user needs and then guide them through crafting prompts to achieve those specific outcomes. A key part of this would be understanding the user's requirements in detail. For example, the AI might ask about the industry the user is in, the type of tasks they want to automate, or the kind of responses they are looking for. Then, based on these requirements, the AI would provide instructions for designing the prompts that would generate the desired AI behavior. To start, you'd need to determine the scope of the custom GPT models. Will they be for general use or specialized tasks?
The GPT I want to create today will be to help people diagnose pets when they're having medical problems or issues.
Absolutely, I can help with that. Here's how you might craft a prompt for creating a GPT model tailored for pet owners looking to diagnose their pet's symptoms. Develop a GPT model designed for pet owners to help identify potential health issues in their pets. The model should be able to interpret descriptions of symptoms provided in everyday language and ask relevant follow-up questions to gather more information. It must be knowledgeable about a wide range of pet health topics, from common illnesses to emergency situations, while clearly communicating when it's crucial to seek immediate.
No, that prompt is perfect. Thank you. So now what I do is I log into Chat GPT. You'll see here is the last conversation that I had with it right here. And here is the prompt that it gave me right here. So what I'm going to do now is copy this prompt, go into my own GPTs here. And if you didn't see that, you go to settings here and you go to my GPTs. And you'll see I already created one here. This one that I created, the Dreamweaver, actually helps you and will write your entire autobiography. So it'll ask you all the questions, input the data, and sure, it might take 10 or 20 hours, but usually it takes 200 to 300 hours to be able to do something, and it will write everything for you. AI Adventurer is a choose your own adventure where you get to be a wizard or a warrior, and it's a text-based game that you can fight and collect treasure. And then Promo Prodigy is a marketing strategist, an AI copywriter that you can brainstorm with. You can ask questions about promotions, copy. It will write all your emails, your SMS, any copywriting you need. It's really cool. I've loved making these. I'm going to be making one later on how to play Texas No Limit Holder, just like it's Phil Hellmuth. That video will be coming out later. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and hit the create a GPT. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to paste in the prompt that we made just now using the voice GPT that we copied from Chat GPT. We're going to hit enter, boom. And now it's going to start building out behind the scenes everything you need for the GPT. So that's the cool thing about this. It's going to ask you questions. Usually the first question it is if it likes everything and makes sense, it's then going to ask you to make like a name and a logo first off. Then it'll ask you 2 to 3, maybe 4 questions about your product itself, how you want to function, what type of tone you want to have, You can also add in other stuff or ask questions, which we're going to do now. And once that does, it will start building out. You'll see it already has right here some choices that you can see. Will move me up there. See, it says it's a healthcare assistant offering care advice, or a health pet assistant offering care advice. It already has choices. You can actually mold these choices. What I'm going to do in a minute, you'll see I'll make one of the buttons permanently say start diagnosing my pet, and I'll show you how to do all that in a second. So it says, great, we're creating a GPT model tailored for pet owners to provide assistance in their health concerns. How does the name Pet Health Pal sound to you? I'm going to be no, I want to call it Pet Doc. Boom. So imagine this too. So this is cool being able to do that, but imagine, like we were talking earlier at Chat GPT, when, and it will happen soon, we're able to do everything we're doing now and make our GPTs, but make them through voice rather than text. How cool would that be to just sit there on your phone, talk and chat with Chat GPT, and in the background, it's creating a model of everything that you wanted to do. So Pet Doc, I like that. That's cute. It's got little paws. Would you like to change pictures? I love it, but add a dog and cat to it. Let's see what it does. I like it, but let's add a dog and a cat to it and see what happens. I love this. This is so amazing. This is like one of the greatest times to be alive. There we go. Bam. That will work. That's perfect for right now. That looks great. Looks great. So it'll then update it. Boom. Pet Doc, a pet health assistant offering care advice. What kind of information could Pet Doc prioritize or avoid when interacting users? Never give an exact diagnosis. We don't legal. Okay, so I want to say never give an exact diagnosis. We don't want to have legal issues, but give ideas so they can do research. If concerning information is needed to be delivered, be sensitive to the person's situation, and be respectful. Boom. So we'll go with that. See what it does. And again, you can tailor it however you want. You can say whatever you want. I would recommend before you start building out your GPT, sort of sit down, write out some information, maybe even talk to Chat GPT to sort of like brainstorm it out. That's the thing. I really love the talk interface because you sit there and with the chat and just come back and forth. And once you're done, you can then go into GPT and then cut and paste and use it later. How would you like the Pet Doc to speak to you? Think about the tone, formality, and personal touches. All right. Okay, I said I want, they asked me, how do you want the Pet Doc to speak to you? Think about tone, formality, and personal touches. I want it to be formal and have a warm and loving bedside manner. I want it to say informative quotes. And what do we say here? Informative like quotes and catchphrases. And funny. All right. So finally, I want to be informal and have a warm and loving bedside manner. I want to be say informative quotes and funny catchphrases. I want it to be say informative quotes and funny catchphrases. Always ask more questions to get as much information as needed to help make the most accurate diagnosis. If you don't know the answer, it's okay to say you don't know. Never make up an answer. Try out Pet Doc Playground. Let me know if you have any refinements. So it's saying it's ready to go. I'm going to have it now change one of these buttons. Change the top left button to say start. I don't know if I want to say diagnosis. Because we don't want to ever diagnose our assessment, start assessment. Boom, start assessment. So now the cat left will change to start assessment. Boom, updating it. And boom, now we're good to go. Now we're just going to use this, start assessment. We're going to click it. I'm just going to make up some diagnosis with my cat. I have no idea. I'm going to tell him it is a cat. To begin, you could provide me with some details about your pet. This may include their species, age, breed, any symptoms they're exhibiting, and other information might be relevant. The more I know, the better I can assist you. So my cat's one eye runs all the time, so I'm going to go with that. We're just going to talk about that and see what it says. Species, it's a indoor short hair cat. Boom. Let's see what it says. Oh, he's a senior. I love this. So it goes through and gives you ideas. And now it's like allergies, conjunctivitis, corneal disorders. And I can go through and talk to him and ask it any question about this. Like say, hey, how do I know which one of these it might be? Given your cat's age, it would be prudent to have it checked out by vet to rule out any potential serious issues. I love it because it's sort of a disclaimer for me for PetBot, or Pet Doc. In the meantime, ensure your cat's environment is free from potential allergens or irritants like smoke, dust, or strongly scented products. Observe if they have any changes or develop symptoms. And then ask follow-up questions. I love this. Has there been any change in color or thicknesses, discharge in the eye? Have you noticed that other changes in behavior, such as rubbing the eye, squinting, change in appetite, or energy levels? He has been Pet Doc. Cool. And again, now, if I don't like the way that it's answering anything, I can go over to the actually builder over here and to create and let it know that, and it will change out the way that it does stuff, how it applies, etc. So just realize this is still very much version 1 when you start this out. Even though it feels refined to you, you're really only doing half the battle if you leave it off right now. You need to be refining it. You need to be paying attention to how it responds, thinking about what you want to do, how you want to react, and go inside the builder and help doing this. Now, the other thing that we haven't talked about, well, 2 things. First of all, you've got your save, and then you've got here where it's underneath your who you created are. Now, this part right here, Jeff Bannock and everything, that's underneath your settings. You're going to set that up under your settings. And then you can make it for only you, anyone the link, or public so they can get access to it. So I can do that, and then I can save it, confirm it. Next thing here, if you want, and then go into edit GPT right here. You've also got new chat. You can learn more about it. Hide from your chat by the copy link. If you want to share it with anyone, you just hit copy link. So we go back in. We can see right here, we're all good to go. If there's anything we want to change about it, we can. You can also go into configure here. So if I don't like the button, if I want to change the name, if I want to change the description, here's the instructions that I got. If I want to add anything, if I want to change anything, I can do that here. Here's the conversation starters. These are the actual buttons that they have. So if you want more or less, you can actually add them. It looks like there's a 5th one here that you could add. You actually have the ability to add files as well. Now, these can only be PDFs as far as I know right now. So you're going to want to do a text file or PDF or something like that and upload those. You've got the ability to have it so it can web browse, which is amazing. It can add images. It can do the code interpreter as well. It had one more before. I can't remember what it is, but they stopped one. There was one more I wanted to say down here. Maybe not. And then they have actions where you come in, and this is like if you wanted to retrieve information from like a third party, like an API almost here. So you can come in, you can get the get weather data. Here you're going to go the API. You're going to give a description. You can add any action. So if I want to come in here and I wanted to get a certain type of variable or item, I mean, this is really cool. I'm going to have to dive into this a lot more. And then you've got authentication here, or you've got an API key and an O authentication. I'm going to dive in this more. I'll come back to you with more extensive videos on this. Right now, we're just really talking about the base builder. I want to get this out and get it started so that you guys can learn and gals can learn as much as you wanted. I am going to have other videos coming out real soon where I'm making multiple bots, where I'm just going to show you how I'm making the bot. And I'm going to be starting to use the knowledge and the action so that we can start seeing how those really function. So let me know what questions you have. With that, we are at the end of the video. Here is the actual prompt that I use. Okay, here you go. Here's your master prompt. You are a master prompt engineer. This is what you want to tell into the phone when you're talking to it. When you start in, I always say hi. I'm like, chat, Here you go. Today, you are a master prompt engineer, and it's your job to create a prompt that you can input into Chat GPT that will help create and develop prompts that will be used to create GPT-based AI that will assist its users in generating custom GPT models for their specific needs. It includes question to understand user requirement and step-by-step instructions for designing prompts that tailor GPT's responses to those needs. It will ask more questions to learn more, or will ask questions to learn more. Do you understand your job? And then it will tell you yes. And at that point, you just go, okay, here is the prompt I want to design for today for this GPT. And it starts asking the questions, and you'll go through like I did, and then it'll spit out the prompt like I did today, where it came out and gave me this prompt right here to be able to use. So with that being said, that is how you actually create your GPT. It's really easy to do, but the more that you play with it and mess with it and start being able to do stuff like adding these documents in here, uploading files and creating actions, and really getting into like being able to pull out APIs. I mean, it's got so much potential. I'm going to be making so many bots over the next month and more. I'm going to be uploading each one of those bots. So thank you so much for watching today's video. Also, I wanted to talk about what I think about the actual future for AI automations. Are they over? AI automation agencies are not over. There are still going to be large corporations and many people that don't want to learn this, no matter how easy or lower barrier entry there is. So don't be discouraged in that. Your customer, your dream customer, is going to evolve because of this. There are going to be changes, but realize you can still put yourself as a leader in this industry by becoming a master in this, experimenting with it, learning all about it, and figuring out how you can become one step above the common person that's stopping. Like I said, where they had just the GPT, they could have easily took that Pet Doc right there and gone with it from that, but you still need to refine it and build out. Think about this. If you're wanting to use this in an agency, develop a framework, a process of what questions you ask or how you engage with it from this point on when it gets to version 1. What are the questions that you can do? Because it's all formulaic. And that's the cool thing, is you can literally, once you set it up, have your formula, your framework in there that you're going to be feeding in the GPT, that's your IP, your intellectual property that no one else can duplicate. And that's one of the things that's really cool and can set you apart. Maybe you have a special talent or understanding or knowledge that you can feed into it that's going to change it and it's going to modify it that other people can't. So don't be afraid of this. Think of it as a stepping stone, as an evolution. Sure, your job will change. Some of these people that had basic chatbots or doing like basic bot press or voice flow or even Stack AI, yeah, those people are probably gone, especially the basic level type stuff. But people are doing advanced stuff. People are doing complex systems and integrations and flows, and we're probably charging 10 grand and more. Those people, these bots are just going to make it easier for you now to be able to integrate everything together and to make it work. So don't worry about that. In the future, the final thing I wanted to discuss was the future of GPTs. I do believe that GPTs of their own will become, I don't think it's going to become its own industry. Like they're talking about making a marketplace for it, which they will, but I'm not sure how that's going to work because, again, other than the knowledge and the API connections, the knowledge-based creation, that's going to be a huge differentiator between people. But other than that, to some degree, most of these bots you can copy to some degree. So I don't know, you can go through it and you can talk to your version and make it. I think the knowledge bases are really going to be a differentiator, and the ability to integrate to third-party API and pulling specific data. I think those are going to be really big. So it could become its own industry, but I think it's going to be more of an addition to the AI automation agency and that model versus necessarily becoming its own industry. Now, there will be millionaires made with this just from this. They're going to focus on this part. They're going to figure it out. They're going to make millions with it. Guaranteed, there will be millions made through just the basic GPT. And then there will be even more money made with advanced when you have an agency that you can really provide this to high-level businesses, because they're not going to want to learn this. They're Coca-Cola. They're not Coca-Cola AI. you know, that type of thing. So anyway, hopefully this all made sense. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Let me know in the comments down what you think, and let me know in the comments what bot you're going to make next when you get access, or what you're thinking about, because it's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to doing so many of these bots in the future. If you'd like me and my team to build this bot out for you, or build any of the AI automations there is going to be a link down below where you can schedule an AI business audit, where we're going to actually sit down with you one-on-one, go over your business, show you where we can implement AI, GPTs, and everything in between to be able to really leverage AI to give you systems that you can implement to get a more customized or more maximized leads and sales conversion. So anyway, thanks so much for having a great day. Funnel log out. Peace.